respects to him? In his mid-60s, Wasserman was older than most of the members of the congregation, and he spoke with a faint accent which manifested itself not so much in mispronounced words as in the special care he took to pronounce them correctly. He saw that Schwartz was wavering. "Besides, I have Kaddish myself today, Ben." "All right, Jacob, stop churning my emotions. I'll stay." He even grinned. But Wasserman wasn't finished. "And why should you be sore at Abe Reich? I heard what you said. You two used to be such good friends." Schwartz needed no prompting. "I'll tell you why. Last week—" Wasserman held up his hand. "The business with the automobile. I heard it already. If you feel he owes you some money, sue him and get it over with. A case like this you don't take to court. Then settle your differences some other way. But in the temple, we shouldn't have two prominent members who they can't even stand to be in the same minyan. It's a shame." "Look, Jacob, did you ever think that's the real function of a temple in a community like this? It should be a place where Jews should settle their differences." He beckoned the rabbi over. "I was just saying to Ben here that the temple is a holy place, and all Jews who come here should be at peace with each other. Here they should make up their differences. Maybe that's more important for the temple than just a place to pray. What do you think?" The young rabbi looked from one to the other uncertainly. He reddened. "I'm afraid I can't agree, Mr. Wasserman," he said. "The temple is not really a holy place. The original one was, of course, but a community synagogue like ours is just a building. It's for prayer and study, and I suppose it is holy in the sense that anywhere a group of men gathers to pray is holy. But settling differences is not traditionally the function of the temple, but of the rabbi." Schwartz said nothing. He did not consider it good form for the young rabbi to contradict the president of the temple so openly. Wasserman was really his boss, besides being old enough to be his father. But Jacob did not seem to mind. His eyes twinkled, and he even seemed pleased. "So, if two members of the temple quarrel, what would you suggest, Rabbi?" The young man smiled faintly. "Well, in the old days I would have suggested a din Torah." "What's that?" asked Schwartz. "A hearing, a judgment," the rabbi answered. "That, incidentally, is one of the rabbi's main functions, to sit in judgment. In the old days, in the ghettos of Europe, the rabbi was hired not by the synagogue, but by the town. And he was hired not to lead prayers or to supervise the synagogue, but to sit in judgment on cases that were brought to him, and to pass on questions of law." "How did he make his decisions?" asked Schwartz, interested in spite of himself. "Like any judge, he would hear the case, sometimes alone, sometimes in conjunction with a pair of learned men from the village. He would ask questions, examine witnesses if necessary, and then, on the basis of the Talmud, he would give his verdict." "I'm afraid that wouldn't help us much," said Schwartz with a smile. "This is about an automobile. I'm sure the Talmud doesn't deal with automobile cases." "The Talmud deals with everything," said the rabbi flatly. "But automobiles?" "The Talmud doesn't mention automobiles, of course, but it does deal with such things as damages and responsibility. Particular situations differ from age to age, but the general principles remain the same." "So, Ben," asked Wasserman, "are you ready to submit your case for judgment?" "It wouldn't bother me any. I don't mind telling my story to anybody. The more the better. I'd just as soon the whole congregation knew what a louse Abe Reich is." "No, I mean it seriously, Ben. You and Abe are both on the board of directors. You've both given I don't know how many hours of your time to the temple. Why not make use of the traditional Jewish way of settling an argument?" Schwartz shrugged his shoulders. "As far as I'm concerned, how about you, Rabbi? Would you be willing? If Mr. Reich and Mr. Schwartz are both willing, I will hold a din Torah." "You'll never get Abe Reich to come," Schwartz said. "I'll guarantee that Reich will be there," said Wasserman. Schwartz was interested now, even eager. "All right, how do we go about it? When do you have this